Okay, right now we're looking for the lowest common denominator. The lowest common denominator. Right? So we have 5 and 20. We have two denominators here, right? 5 and 20. Now, the lowest common denominator will never be lower than the higher of the two denominators. Never. It could always be higher, but never lower. So the lowest one we could have is 20, right? We see that 5 times 4 is 20, so that works. One of the things that you can do is you can take this one, and you can say 5 and 10. Just count up with it, okay, until you see one that matches, right? So we see that we could multiply 5 times 4 to get 20, and 20 obviously is 20. So our lowest common denominator here is going to be 20. Okay. Now if we try the same thing here, 4 and 6, we know it cannot be lower than 6, but it may not be 6, and in this case it's not. So if we start with 4, well, we already know that it can't be 6 because 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, which is larger than 6. So 4 times 3, 4 times 4, and then we do the same with 6. 6 times 1, 6 times 2, and right there we see that 12 is a lowest common multiple for both, so 12 will work, okay? So if we were to make this 12 and this 12, it'll work because 4 times 3 is 12 and 6 times 2 is 12. And you'll see more of this as we're doing addition and subtraction. But we'll try one more. Okay. We have 3, 12, and 9. Well, 3 goes into 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So with just these two, 12 would work. But it's not. It's this one as well, right? So look at the big one. Let's start with the biggest one to save ourselves some time. A little different strategy than we used here because there's multiple strategies. Let's start with the big one. 12 does not work because 9 does not go into 12. Right? 12 divided by 9 is not nice. The next one is 24 because 12 times 2 is 24. 24 can be divided by 3, yes. Can 24 be divided by 9? No. So 24 doesn't work. 12 times 3 is 36. See, I'm taking the larger one here in this case. Can 36 be divided by 3? Yes. Can 36 be divided by 9? Yes. So 36 is your common denominator, okay? Because 3 times 12 will give me 36. 12 times 3 will give me 36. And 9 times 4 will give me 36. Right? So finding that denominator is a little bit of a trick, but two ways. You can just go up both routes till you find that one that matches, or you can take the largest one and just continue to multiply by 1, multiply by 2, multiply by 3, until you find a number that is divisible by both the other options. Okay? Hopefully that helps.